In Chapter 4, Section 3, we will solve for f of x and then also solve for x using a function that has the natural log. This application problem states the total assets in billions of dollars held by credit unions can be approximated by the following function, where x equals 10 corresponds with the year 1990. What were the assets held by credit unions in the year 2010? So the first thing we should do is figure out what x would equal for the year 2010. So if x equals 10 in the year 1990, then x equals 0 in the year 1980. I simply subtracted 10. To find out what x equals for the year 2010, I can take 2010 and subtract 1980. This gives me 30. So I'd like to find how many billions of dollars were held by the credit unions when x equals 30. I'm going to go ahead and plug in 30 for x. So I have f of x equals negative 1237 plus 580.6 natural log of 30. We need to take the natural log of 30 first and then multiply it by 580.6. So in my calculator, I'll type in 30 and then hit the natural log button. You should see an LN button on your calculator. And after you press it, it'll show you 3.4011. So this is negative 1237 plus 580.6 times 3.4011. So keep that number in your calculator and multiply it by 580.6. You'll have 1237 plus 1974.7352. Then simply add 1237 and hit the plus minus key to put a negative on it. The total will be 737.74, and it's in billions of dollars, so I can simply put a big B and make sure that I put the dollar sign. Next we'll solve for x, given f of x. So using this same function, we need to find the year the assets reach 1,000 billion. Now years are represented by the x value, so I need to plug in 1,000 for f of x and solve for x. To do that, I need to get the natural log of x alone. So I'll first add 1237 to both sides. This gives me 2237 equals 580.6 natural log of x. Then I'll divide by 580.6 on both sides. So here we have 3.85 equals the natural log of x. Now to make things simpler, I'm going to switch these around and make this the natural log of x equals 3.85. I need to solve for x. So I know that the base in natural logs is e. And I can use the definition of logs to get the x alone. So this is the same thing as e to the 3.85 power equals x. I'll go ahead and write it out. E to the 3.85 power equals x. Now, you should have this number in your calculator, 2237 divided by 580.6. So keep that in your calculator, and you need to raise e to that power. So simply find the e to the x button. It looks like this. And when you have 3.8529 and it keeps going, when you have that number in your calculator, simply hit the e to the x button, and that will give you 47.13. So x equals 47.13. Now the question asks us what year the assets reach 1,000 billion. So we know that it's 47 years after the starting year. And in our case, the starting year is 1980. That's when x equals 0. So all I have to do is add 47 to that starting year, and that will give you 2027. Now this decimal just means that it's going to be in the year 2027. So it's probably 2027 and a few days. Okay, but we know that it's going to reach that amount in the year 2027.